What's going on YouTube? It's your girl AJ back with another video. As you can see, my face is already done and I am kind of reshooting the basic eye look. No, I'm not, because ain't nothing basic about this look and this palette that I'm gonna use. So everyone who wanted to see that basic eyeshadow look, I'm still gonna do it for you guys. I just have to film it again because somehow I lost the footage. But today, the palette that we are gonna be using is the Saharan 2 by Juvia's Place. So that is the box. Here is the palette. Okay, beautiful palette. And here are the colors in this palette. So we're not going to do anything. Let me adjust it so you can see the true color. Not going to do anything too much. It's still going to be simple. So if you're not well versed in eyeshadow application, perhaps it's still going to be somewhat easy that you can do. But we're just going to go through and use these shades. I'm just going to use this palette and we're going to see how it goes. Okay, I tried to do the look that I was going to do for you guys in this video the other day, but I didn't like the lid color, so I'm going to change that up in this video. And let's get to it, shall we? I'm not going to bore you with everything else that I'm talking about. So we are just going to do some simple prep work before we just go into this palette because the shades are very pigmented. So what I'm going to do is take my Coty powder, okay, and we're just going to put this under the eyes. Okay, so, and this is just to catch fallout. Okay, so we're going to put this under the eye because, as I stated, I've already done my complete face. And if you want to see a video on that, how I do my face for, you know, just every day, like my work face and then my filming face, because it is two different videos and two different application processes, just let me know. Okay, so we're gonna put some powder under the eye to catch any fallout. And then we are going to put some tape down. And the tape is just to be used as a guide, okay? Because, and I'm just looking into the viewfinder to do this, but you just put tape from the corner to the brow, okay? And that way the shadow is going to stay in this line that you create. Sure that that tape is down right, powder is down, because I don't want to mess up my face because I think it turned out well today. And here we go. So opening the palette so you can see it again. First color we're going to put down is going to be a matte shade, of course, because we're going to do the crease colors first. So typically rules are that you go light to dark, okay, so you can build intensity, okay? And we're going to use this color Taza. So it's this shade right here because that is the lightest matte shade in this palette, even though that's pretty pigmented itself. So we're gonna dip into that, and here we go. So we're gonna just play. Oh, let me bring you in a little closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So, and we're gonna go in the crease, and we're just gonna use a combination of windshield wiper motions and circular motions. Now, I have a larger lid space. Okay, I don't have hooded eyes. Okay, so those of you with hooded eyes, I know your application process is a little different from mine. And there are a lot of YouTubers out there that actually have hooded eyes, okay, and would be able, you know, might be a better guide for you. Okay, so definitely check their videos out as well. But this is just going to be mostly for those that don't have hooded eyes, and I don't have to create a crease because, as you see, like I said, I have a lot of lid space. I have a lot of crease area because I don't have hooded eyes, and I just have a lot of space to work with. So that's what we're gonna do. This is the shade that I want to be seen higher up, so it's covering all the space. Windshield wiper, circular, mix. Okay, just to put this main color down. Okay, so next we're going to use a slimmer brush. So this is the Morphe, the R35, okay? And we're going to take, which color? Zora, Z-O-H-R-A, Zora. I'm gonna say Zora. This burgundy shade right here. And we're gonna just put that on top. So yeah, that's very pigmented shade, and we're just gonna put this mostly in the crease. I'm not going to blow it out as much as I did the first shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna layer so you can see right there. Layer these two shades. Very pretty color. It's actually gorgeous. And I'm dragging it across my entire crease. Okay, so we're gonna dip back into that for the other eye. But I'm keeping it lower. I'm not going as high with this shade. But I am taking it from tape to inner crease. And we're just gonna take a little more of that first color that I put on, because I just lost it a little bit more than I wanted to. So we're just gonna bring it up a little higher. So back in with that red shade, or Zora. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is your friend. Okay, so I'm going to take another brush. And this is the Sondjradeluxe EB15. It's a little more rounded. And I'm going to take the color Fez. This shade, oh, this shade right here is Fez. So it's that darker, that chocolate shade, dark chocolate shade. And I'm going to put this in the outer V, okay, this outer crease. So right there. And I'm gonna close the eye. Using mostly circular motions because I just want to put it on the outer eye. I don't want it as blown out as the other shades I've put down. Okay. Moving to the next eye. There you go, so you can really see what I'm doing. And you see I'm just using that tape as a guide. And keeping the color low on the eye. Picking up a little more. And yes, these shades are a little powdery, but I don't mind that, especially not with my mattes. So some people seem to mind that in their shadows. I'm not one of those people, because most good mattes are a little powdery. See, circular motions. Make sure I'm seeing what I want to see. Okay. Everyone see that? All right, guys, water break. Because typically I would use one of these shades, the browns. These are my comfort zone here. But I want to push the envelope a tad. I don't want to stay in my comfort zone. So let's try, and I tried this shade yesterday, and it's a beautiful shade, but it's more duochrome. Okay, so it's not really a shimmer shadow, it's really a duochrome. So I'm going to use this shade, this blue. I'm gonna stay out of my comfort zone for this look, okay? So because I'm going to use that shade, I'm going to grab a little spray. Okay guys, so what I'm going to use, I'm going to just spray my brush. I'm just going to use my Evian spray, but you can use whatever you have, a Fix Plus, any other brand spray will do the same thing. And I think I'm going to have to cut my crease for it to look the way that I'm hoping it looks. So that's what we're going to do. So let me see if I can bring it in a little bit more. And I'm just going to use this concealer because this is what's closest to me. And this is just the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And we're just going to cut the crease. And I'm not the best at this, but you know, it's just makeup. It's not that serious. Now, I surely don't want to mess up my makeup. So we're just gonna put that down, and then we're going to smooth that out a little more. Okay, so I'm not mad at it. Okay, so just smooth that foundation out, and we're just gonna go back in with this Coty Airspun powder, and we're going to powder that down. And I know that I can go back over that with the brushes from the colors that I'm using, so I'm not going to worry about that. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, and now we're gonna get back to that blue shade, or what's the name of it? Berber is the name of the shade. So we're just going to spray our brush, you know. And here we go. Oh. And because this is a shimmer shade, we're laying this down. So we're definitely not gonna work this shade in as we work those other shades in the crease. Y'all, this is very much outside of my comfort zone. Very much. I surely would put a gold, bronze, rose gold color on top of this typically. Okay. I mean, the colors are beautiful. I'm just working outside of my comfort zone. And yes, this is definitely the effect I was looking for. The other shade is beautiful, but like I stated, it's a duochrome. So it wasn't giving the impact that this shade is. Onto the lash line. And there we go. So we are just going to take the brush. I didn't add any more color. I'm just taking the brush that had the chocolate shade on it just to blend out the edges. Okay. Yeah, there you have it. So I'm going to attempt to put on some lashes, and I'm definitely going to put on some mascara, and I'm going to come back and give you my final thoughts. What's up, y'all? Okay, I'm back. I just went and I put the same colors that I put in my crease under the, you know, on the lower rim of the eye, and I lined my eyes with eyeliner, and I also put on lashes, which I never do, so we'll see how long these lashes last. But just coming back to wrap up the review slash tutorial featuring the Saharan 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Thoughts on this palette. I actually have, if not all, I think I might have all of the Juvia's Place palettes, maybe excluding one. I like the shadows. The mattes blend very, very well. They're very pigmented. The shimmer shades are also pigmented and blend very well. I did have some trouble with the duochrome shade in this palette, which is the shade that I attempted this look first with. However, I mean, it's a duochrome, so it's not meant to be as pigmented as the other shimmer shades in the palette. So I understand that, that's fine. And honestly, by the time I used a code for this palette, I think I paid $21 including shipping, something like that, something really cheap like that. So the palettes are extremely affordable, and I have no issues with the palettes at all. I've never had a problem with customer service, and my palettes always make it in a decent amount of time and in one piece. So I don't have any issues with Juvia's Place, and it's always good to support Black business. So that's what I will continue to do as long as they continue to make quality eyeshadow palettes. So I have nothing else to say really about this palette, and I do have some other videos coming soon, so keep an eye out for those. And until then, and well, let me scratch that, hold on. Thank you if you are new. Thank you for joining the squad. I appreciate it. We do have some fun over here, and as soon as I get to this 1,000 subscriber mark, I will be doing a huge giveaway. But in the meantime, come enjoy the videos, interact with me on Instagram, where I am mostly. And to everyone else watching, you know, my older members of the squad, shout out to you for hanging in there. And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep doing what it do. So I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.